Everyone, it's Libby from Master Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and thank you for joining me here today. The solstice energies are amazing. We are looking forward to a hopefully fabulous summer storm coming through this afternoon. Love a good Australian summer storm. The lightning, the fizzing, as long as it's not too close. So thank you for joining me. Just a little reminder, I'm up to about four pages of this size with all the names on it of people that have, I'm probably up to about 60 names so far. For those that comment on my videos over this week, your name will go into a draw. I'll do three personal readings in the new year, and I will draw them between Christmas and New Year. Just a little bit of housekeeping. I might take a break in between Christmas and New Year if nothing particularly exciting happens during that time, just to see how the energies flow. Just give the boys a break, give me a break, and I can just... They're giving me a slap up the side of the head. They're like, they don't want a break. Guys, I would like a little bit of a break between Christmas and New Year. Just see whether anything needs reading on. We'll see how we go. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at is there's so many choices of things that are interest. This is something that I noted the other day, and I really, really wanted to read on and hadn't got around to it yet. In Texas. Yeah, Texas again. Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, has asked the DMV to supply documentation on anybody that has changed their gender from male to female or female to male. So anyone that has transed. I have no idea why in the United States you'd even have to supply your gender for a driver's license, because that doesn't affect your driving whatsoever. In Australia, I can't remember whether we have to supply ours, but literally to renew my license, I tick a box and say, yes, please. Every 10 years, I go and have a new photograph taken. No, it doesn't look like that. It usually looks like, because you're not allowed to smile in them. So what's happened is Ken Paxton, the Texas Attorney General, has asked the DMV to supply information to identify trans adults. Apparently trans children have to be registered. It just tenses my innards up. And apparently now when you apply to renew your license, you have to supply your birth certificate. It's not even ticker boxes to your gender. You have to supply your birth certificate to show what was your gender at birth. This is doing my head in. Now, what's happened is the DMV, I believe, have pushed back and said, yeah, get over yourself, because it would have to be done physically, because there is no computer program that has picked up those any changes, and they've just basically said, yeah, get out of town. However, what is behind this? This is very reminiscent of registering your religion in Germany in the 1930s. It's just so wrong. And I just want to know what is behind this. Tell me about what is behind this request. But we know what's behind it, but really, really what's behind it? What is the plan on Ken Paxton's mind? Oh boy. Oh, just feeling I do have my cat ball up the back there. The boys are ignoring the cat ball and just hitting me. My hair is standing on end. My legs are prickling. Okay, right. Ken Paxton, the Attorney General, tell me what's flipped over there. It is a tower moment for the Attorney General in Texas, but it is also him trying to break down old systems to rebuild something that suits the Republican Texas better. It's going to be okay, thank you. They are telling me it is a tower moment for Ken Paxton himself. They've thrown this card out at me, and they've this other card, which I'll bring you down to, and it is telling me to start. They're telling me to start reading. If you follow Bo, the fifth column, that he made a video on this. He has contacts. He has contacts that other people do not have in the system, out of the system, in government, etc. And he has been unable to find out any reason why this has been asked, and no details have been released over a week on. This is very nerve-wracking time for people who are of the LGBTI community in Texas, because there is no explanation to this request. Okay, flung out. Lies, deceit, betrayal, the sly fox, the stealing of the truth, the breaking in and stealing. It's just all awful energy. This Ken Paxton, I can't believe he got voted in. Because I think you do vote in your attorney generals and stuff, don't you, over in the US? Instead of, the best qualified person, it's literally a political appointment. Okay, Seven of Swords. Oh, my skin is crawling. Okay, challenged by the harsh truth coming forward. Oh gosh, that's such a relief. And look at the blue in this card. Blue everywhere. You've got the eagle of the United States flying overhead, standing on the precipice, waving the sword of truth. Democracy, the Democrats, the progressives, the so-called woke are going to keep this in the fore. So his lying, his just yick is going to be challenged by the truth coming forward, and the truth on full display. This is interesting. I'm wondering if there's going to be a whistleblower come forward. The foundation of this reading. Emotional overwhelming, and the eye watching. Also have the moon cycle here. Perhaps something seedy underbelly is going to be exposed. Perhaps it's going to be something come forward within the next moon cycle from when this took place. But this eye is watching everything as there is this emotional overwhelming. So there's going to be some digging going into this. I'm not seeing this as Paxton. This is not Paxton watching. This is those journalists who are like a dog with a bone. They are going to dig and dig and dig until they find out what is behind this, and they're going to expose it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love that. In the past, Queen of Wands. So this was exposed. This has been exposed by this inspirational messaging. Was it exposed by a woman? Was it a woman that brought it forward? Or just a feminine energy? Feminine energy is about compassion, about empathy, about unity, about accepting. And we have this inspirational feminine energy coming forward, exposing this. Thank you. Exposing the plan. Potential future. Ha, good. Good. Complete and utter downfall under the swords of truth of Paxton. Maybe I'm bringing my bias in. I'll have a quick look. But of this plan. Thank you. Of this can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question? Will this request by Ken Paxton be his downfall? Be his downfall? Yes. Yep. As the truth is brought forward. Will Ken Paxton's request be fulfilled? No. Okay. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Okay, immediate future. Plan coming to fruition. This is, yeah, okay. The immediate future. This is not a plan. This is messaging. This is bringing the ships safely into port, into harbour. So these are the journalists bringing forward this information into safe harbour. A fulfilling. Okay, externally. Was Ken Paxton paid to do this? Who would pay him to do this? Love you to tell me if you know. This is about financial juggling, walking the tripwire, feet underwater. Do I, don't I? Crossroads, but with money being involved. Did he get paid to do this by another source? Internally, another two, taking the blindfold off and choosing the truth. It is internally, he is at a crossroads moment as to whether he actually exposes the truth behind this, and he's indecisive. I don't know that he's going to, but he is indecisive. So we've got the two crossroads cards here for him, financially and truthfully. Hopes and fears, the Magician, manipulation, but also this Magician has all the court cards at his disposal. He has all the aces at his disposal to bring forward whatever is necessary. Perhaps that's a fear. Okay, outcome. It's going nowhere. This demand is going nowhere, and here is your whistleblower about the misuse of authority. The lovers is about unbalanced power. A contract and agreement where one has greater power over the other. However, the one that would traditionally have the greater power is fading. And I think that is the likes of Ken Paxton. Why did I get told Abbott? Did Abbott ask Paxton to do this? But you've got this shift in power coming forward in regards to this agreement because of this whistleblower. Loss and disappointment and heartbreak couldn't happen to a nicer guy under this pummeling of messages coming forward. Here we have the higher powers that be that are going to be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A tower moment. We are ending with 3 major arcana as a return to moderation. On the base, we have this exposure of what went on behind the scenes. We then have the Ace of Wands, which is the new beginning, a new emotional beginning. I'm being told emotional. This is emotions, but it is a new beginning of inspiration. It was a contract with Trumperisms. It was a contract with Trumperisms that are going to find him defeated and having to surrender. Having to surrender. Okay, well, I'm going to ask Pendulum in regards to this. This is yick. Okay. A couple of cards I want to have a look at. This particular card. Right. Let it settle. Right. No, it's not going to settle. It's just going to spin on me. Can I ask a question, please? Was it Abbott, the governor of Texas, that asked Ken Paxton for this information? Was it Abbott? And that's a yes. Okay, can I ask a question, please? is this whistleblower going to expose Abbott as having asked this information? And it's the tiniest of yeses. He was thinking about not answering. It's very much a little tiny yes spinning around, so I don't quite know whether it's going to be full on exposure. Okay, can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question? Over this, is Ken Paxton going to lose his appointment as Attorney General? His position as Attorney General. Is Ken Paxton going to lose his position? I'm getting a no. Too much division strength in Texas is what I'm hearing. Division, othering strength in Texas. Is Ken Paxton going to lose his Attorney General position next time elections come up? And that's a yes. Bummer. Would like to have seen him gone here and now. Okay, that's the story behind the demand for what, in all honesty, is none of government's business. I'm just feeling this seedy, stomach strengthening, convoluted, yicky energy. Okay, not going to go anywhere. So please be reassured with that. The whistleblower, please come forward. It was a little bit hesitant about the whistleblower. It was a yes, but it's not a very big yes. But journalists will get to the bottom of this. So thank you for joining me. Love to you all. Take care on this fabulous solstice day. Don't forget to comment if you want. If you want to ask me a question, if you feel like you can't do it publicly, please email me at meistertara@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Take care. Bye-bye.